What is going on, wrestling fans? The Speedy Boys are back for another episode of the Piledriver. I'm your co-host, Dean the Big Dog Samples, followed by Mike, the best in the world, Alan. How you doing, brother?
I am great, man. How are you? How are you? How was your?
Good,
Did you get
man.
some food
Happy
today?
Memorial Day.
Did you get some good food in today?
I did. Threw some
I
ribs
did.
on early. Had some good food all weekend. We also had some good wrestling.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I
We were
cooked
down
some
at Melody
chicken.
Lakes, Kim Tam Park at Melody Lakes for OCW Tradition, celebrating 20 years of OCW. It was
It
a
it was a tremendous start to the weekend, and I mean, let's jump into this real quick because we're not going to talk a whole bunch about it. Obviously, Memorial Day weekend started great with WWE's Night of Champions, where we were crowned Seth Rollins as the new world heavyweight champion. He gets that freaking pretty belt to carry around. And
yeah.
I mean, we love AJ, but come on. We all knew it was going to be Seth.
We know.
And then the other big story coming out of Night of Champions, KO and Sami Zayn retain the tag team titles, and Jimmy Uso kicks the shit out of Roman Reigns
Not
twice.
once, but twice.
Twice.
So the
I can't.
bloodline is seeming to finally implode here. I'm excited. I guess we're gonna find out more about it come Friday on SmackDown. I'm excited to hear about it. They just keep bringing life to the storyline.
It's
I'm
been going, the storyline's been going for so long, and like I get it, people are complaining about it and some people are, but you got to look at this long-term storytelling, man. This whole bloodline, Usos, Sami Zayn, Sami Uso, back to Sami Zayn, like it's been phenomenal. It's been the best story they've told in 10 years.
20, probably 20 at
It's
least.
just, so congrats go out to everybody from Night of Champions.
Congrats to Asuka for dethroning Bianca Belair
Asuka.
as well.
Um, Last night, we'll talk about the main stuff real quick. We had Double or Nothing last night. Um, what is your take? Give me one of your favorite moments from Double or Nothing last night, because I have two.
I would say the return of Chris Statlander. I was kind of bummed that Jade lost because I love me some Jade, but I've been wanting the strap on Chris Statlander, whether it's the TNT, I mean the
Or the women.
TBS or the women's title. So
Yep.
I feel like it was the right move to give her, I guess you can call it the mid card title.
Yeah.
It's I love that girl. I'm glad she's back. She's been through hell with the knee injuries. Let's just hope she can stay healthy and have a good title reign there. That was
Well,
probably
your
my
girl.
best takeaway from it, but I mean there's a lot of good
Oh yeah,
moments.
there was a lot going on, and that's what I said. I said I wanted your moment, and so my one of my moments of the night, like I said, like I told you before the show, I thought Chris Jericho, Adam Cole was phenomenal. To see Sabu come out and just no regard, he didn't even look like he aged a day. He came out throwing chairs and jumping off the top rope through a table. The match was solid, and then my second part wasn't even a match. Okay, we all know the Acclaimed are phenomenal. As soon as Max Caster said something about Rhea Ripley getting cucked by Dominic to Buddy
That
Matthews.
Buddy's being a cuck by a boy named Dom. I was like,
Oh
what?
my god, dude, I lost it. Oh my, I lost it.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Max is phenomenal on the microphone. That shit, dude, it's great. That was great. Scissor me daddy ass always goes hard no matter what. They're over as hell. Those are my favorite moments. I mean, obviously, exploding super kick, stuff like that. But it was a good
How
show
about
from Double or
Wardlow,
Nothing.
bro?
But I wanted to ask you about this. I've seen multiple different shots saying that the arena was empty.
Hmm. I
And
doubt
then
it
like
was,
I
but
saw a video from Kenny Omega afterwards in the ring, like, stick with us. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't do so well, and it's conflicting reports. So like I don't know, is maybe AEW maybe hitting a wall, you think?
how about
Or
stop having every fucking pay-per-view in Chicago?
Chicago and Las Vegas?
Yeah.
That's I mean,
Move
so
it around.
all in all,
Otherwise you're attracting the same people over and over, and not everyone's gonna pay for the cost of flying and
exactly.
hotel and all
Like
that
sure,
stuff.
WWE might be, kind of stale, but I can watch a whole pay-per-view for $5.99 on Peacock.
Right. I don't know how they
Plus, I
did
get
on
to watch.
paper.
Plus, I get to watch The Office. So
I don't know what they
win.
did on pay-per-view sales, but I mean, if they're struggling to sell out Vegas and Chicago every pay-per-view, then I mean, maybe it's time to move it around a little bit. I mean, you guys are going a couple years strong now.
They started doing
Chicago
house
can't
shows,
have
and the house
everything,
shows.
even though I know this one was in Vegas, but still.
Well, they started doing house shows, and the house shows were doing okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. All in all,
Especially if you have double nothing at the Romo Fijo, that bitch gonna sell out.
oh
Bet.
yeah, oh yeah. Well, all in all, for professional, professional TV wrestling, it was a solid week. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not mad at title changes. Congrats to Tiffany Stratton, new NXT Women's Champion. I'm not mad at the weekend of wrestling, but I am excited about the weekend of wrestling that we were a part of. OCW Tradition Year 20.
Yeah, man.
It did not disappoint.
No.
It was good.
Weather was
Um,
great.
it started off. I mean, we'll go through the card. I mean, and then I'll give you your takeaways, and we'll give you our pile driver thoughts, and then I want to know what your favorite match was, and then I'll give you my favorite match. We started the match off strong, or the night off strong.
Yeah.
Brass ring gauntlet.
Right
Ryan
off rip.
Michaels, Aaron Williams, Brandon Fields, Bryant Huff, Jake Rose, and Jake Ely. It was a phenomenal match. At one point in the match, Jake Ely, Thunderbird, got knocked off the apron. All right.
It was a loud thump too.
It went, dude. I thought he was done for. He crawled over to the entranceway.
I heard him say, "I'm done. It's broke."
Referees came out. And it was just Glenn Lane was out there. They were crowded around him. I thought he was done. And the match went on. He was out there. And so my surprise of this match was that Brian Huff was the first person eliminated.
Yeah.
He was my pick. That was my pick to win the gauntlet. And I was like, what just happened? Like it was.
I think we were all surprised by how
it was very surprising.
Match. Not
Jake
in a bad
Rose,
way though, because I'm not like, yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You go.
There you go. There you go.
Jake Rose put on another phenomenal performance. I love seeing him. My highlight of this match. All right, my highlight. Okay. As we know, I've said it before. I'm the cameraman for OCW. I follow the wrestlers out to their entrance. All right, Dean, and I told you this because I marked out a little bit. I had a little bit of a fangirl moment as Aaron Williams is making his way to the ring. He sees that. Look at that badass shirt you got on there, by the way. Which we got a couple of those, so we wore them at OCW. And Aaron Williams walks out and he's, Piledriver Park. Oh, I know you guys. I had like the biggest. I was like, oh, yay, like kind of moment. So that shout out to him. I know that they're listening these days and everybody's checking out.
It means more than you guys understand.
But yeah, they're giving us our flowers when they see us these days, and it's cool because they love what we're doing and we love what they're doing. So it's a it's a win-win relationship. But for them to see just the shirt and be like, oh, I know you guys, or anybody to see, like we got noticed at Circle 6 the one time, like, oh, you guys are the Piledriver. Yeah. Like, but yeah, him coming out, seeing the shirt was like, oh, I know you guys. That was pretty cool. The winner, however, all right, so I thought it was going to end up being Aaron and Ryan Michaels left because of Jake Ely getting hurt. All right. Ryan Michaels rolls up Aaron Williams. I think it's over. Jake steps in, fools us all. Sneaky little
he
bastard.
Fooled the whole crowd. He even had his mama coming to check up on him.
Dude, thunder kick to Ryan Michaels. Almost gets the victory.
I was sitting there doing the music and I'm just like, my jaws dropped. Like, what is going on? Is he really about to win this?
Dude, I thought it was going to be Ely. I thought it was but Ryan Michaels was able to lock in the sharpshooter. Jake Ely taps out. Ryan Michaels is your brass ring gauntlet winner.
Well deserved.
He now gets a
He was
title
the first
shot.
one out too.
He was the first. No, he was the second. I believe first. He was for him and
Oh,
Aaron
you're
Williams.
right. Aaron Williams was first.
Yeah,
Then
Aaron
Ron
Williams
Michaels.
and Ryan Michaels were 1 and 2. So that was cool. He went the distance, and now gets a title shot at whatever. And it doesn't. And from what my understanding, it doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to go after Tommy. He doesn't have to go after Brute. He can go after Chuck. He can grab a tag team partner and go after the tag team titles. He's got the gauntlet, or the brass ring, so he can do whatever he wants. It's essentially a Money in the Bank contract at any time. So congratulations, all hail Ryan Michaels.
Congratulations, man. Well deserved.
The next segment, okay, as we've all been privy to Money Talks with Kenny Cash. It always ends with Kenny, getting his ass whooped, man.
Every
time.
And I hate it, man.
This time, he comes out, he's talking his trash to the fans. They're talking trash right back to him. Wilbur Whitlock makes his return to OCW, comes out to the ring.
Glenn Lane comes out first.
That's
interrupts him, and then tells Kenny who his opponent's going to be.
Yeah.
And it's Wilbur, the one
and
only.
I forgot about that. Wilbur comes out then, tries to give Kenny a pass. Says, hey, man, come on. It's Memorial Day weekend. Let's
got a bottle of bourbon over here. Let's go have a drink. Let's turn a new page. What do you say?
Kenny with a sneak attack from the back on Wilbur Whitlock. Kenny, I don't know what you're doing
one
here,
man
bud,
you don't do that to is Wilbur. And look what happened.
Yeah.
Got your ass whooped.
Wilbur comes away, ends up whooping Kenny's ass all around the outside of the ring, back in the ring, finishes it off, and then Wilbur went off and had his drink by himself. He invited us over. Could have been us and Kenny, but nope. Yeah. Nope. Kenny had to do the sneak attack.
Pretty bummed I didn't get a chance to have a glass with him, but it will happen.
So, Kenny Cash, maybe on your next episode of Money Talks, buddy, you shouldn't be talking smack, especially to the fans. And then after this, okay, this match was probably our most anticipated here on the Piledriver. We've talked about it for weeks on weeks. We talked to the man last time before his championship match. We had a fatal 4-way tag team championship match. DD Trash defending their titles against the winners, Warhorse, and Asher and Gino.
And this match did not disappoint, folks. Just like we anticipated. This match went hard.
So at one point,
blood.
At one point, Crosshairs Kelly caught Jimmy with a big boot, man. And I saw it. I saw Jimmy's face go like this. Ugh, and just blood went. I was like, oh, all over my new Piledriver shirt. All over. So Jimmy, I have Jimmy DNA on my Piledriver shirt. But then, again, you can't discount Asher.
Nope.
Coming in. Asher came out of left field with a code breaker that was nasty as hell. Asher's outfit was on point too. Let's talk about them pants. Asher's ring gear lately.
Yeah.
Choice. Yeah. Gino was bleeding though. Jimmy was bleeding. It looked maybe Robbie Starr was bleeding a little bit. They went for a hoss toss. It didn't work out. The spear from Jimmy.
One of the nicest spears and
to
one of the nicest spears around, bro.
Was phenomenal. Robbie walking out with the kids in the beginning of the match was a great thing too. Having Ripper in the corner to combat against Nick Hahn.
You felt the energy. Nick was quiet the whole night.
Definitely the best thing the winner's could have done.
Nick's been quiet the whole night. I didn't hear anything out of Nick.
No. Ripper shut him up pretty good. And I mean, like I said, everything they did worked out. We called it. We were just a pay-per-view too early, bud. Congratulations to the winners for becoming OCW Tag Team Champions.
First time ever for them.
First time ever for the winners in OCW. Robbie is a 6-time OCW Tag Team Champion. But with this victory for Jimmy, no shame, Jimmy Shane, he gets the coveted Wrestler of the Week award from the Piledriver podcast.
He's now a Grand Slam winner. He's done about everything you can do in OCW.
I've only been with OCW for 2 years. If I were to, and I've heard everything Paulie's told us, obviously, and Glenn and everybody else. Jimmy started as a fan for OCW, got pulled in to do camera, and then eventually turned into a wrestler. He's held every title in that company. In my opinion, if you were to build a Mount Rushmore of OCW, Jimmy Shane's face has got to be on it.
And Robbie Starr.
Yeah. So that's winners. Congratulations, Jimmy Shane, Robbie Starr, OCW Tag Team Champions, and Jimmy Shane, Piledriver Wrestler of the Week.
Congratulations, brother.
Now, Dean, this match we waited on for a while.
Yes.
3 days before the show, we got a vignette, a movie, if you will, from the director himself, and he had been stalking Natalie. Derek Dillinger defending his Ohio Heritage title against Chuck the Truck Morris in a toe strap match. I don't even know where to begin with this one. First of all,
came out with some intro music that threw everybody off.
Oh my God. All right, dude, you legitimately, when that happened, I looked over at you and I thought you fucked something up.
I
thought you messed up. I was like, dude, that's not it. That's not Chuck's music. Like, what are you doing?
Everybody did. I'm like,
so yeah, but yeah, Chuck threw it off. He came out with the Maximum Overdrive music, he
had the energy right off rip. I was like, okay.
He went
Chuck
Derek
didn't come
route,
to play.
so to speak.
Chuck came to play.
And this match, obviously Derek talking smack to Granny is one of my favorite things in the whole world. Granny talking smack back, and Derek just going, the back and forth between them is phenomenal. The match ended up all over the area, though. I want to say arena, but it's not really an arena. So, but they ended out of ringside area. They were in the crowd. They were over here. They were throwing garbage cans at each other. They were choking each other with this toe strap. At one point, Chuck picked him up, gave him a big boot, picked him up, nice big power slam, and Derek kicked out, and Chuck rolled into one of the nastiest bulldog chokes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Just guillotine style, under the neck, had the toe strap wrapped around, and just
basically die already.
Screaming die to Derek Dillinger. And man, it was a little scary.
Derek was out. Prior to that, though, my favorite part of that match was on the outside of the ring. I hear Derek yell, "Where's the camera?" Picks up Chuck, pile drives him right outside on the outside of the ring, right on the concrete. Awesome.
I don't know if that was
I don't know.
I know obviously again, they know what we do here. And they know that, we're the camera people and stuff like that for OCW. So they know we're going to talk about it. But like, if it wasn't, I'm just going to say shout out to Derek Dillinger for literally calling me over and having me get the glorious cradle pile driver on the outside.
It was a beautiful thing.
I love it when they do the pile drivers, especially when they acknowledge us about it.
I get so excited.
Phenomenal. I feel like
Chuck's your new Ohio Heritage Champion. Well deserved. And he even shot a promo shortly after winning it, saying how he feels good. He's glad he's finally putting this thing with Derek Dillinger behind him. So next 2 weeks from now at OCW Ignition, he is holding an open challenge for the Ohio Heritage Championship.
That's right.
If you're feeling strong enough, you're feeling up to the plate, come get run over.
And we're going to talk more about Ignition here in a second. We got a couple more matches to go over. This match actually, I hate to say this because every match before this, before involving this person had been probably one of my favorite matches of the night. Jean-Paul Le Miserable and James the Baker Hickey. I hated to see Sweet Silence implode the way they did, but the match it didn't hit for me. It didn't hit for me. I don't know. They went outside a little bit. They played some basketball. That was kind of funny.
They played the boom. Sean Paul built a boombox, press play. James theme song started playing. They were dancing.
The ref got into it. That was good. That was a good spot. And then at one point they got into the golf cart and Jean Paul jumped off the golf cart. Also another good spot. But all in all, just that Jean Paul match was not for me. It looks as if they have made up though.
Yeah.
And we'll see Sweet Silence back in the tag team division.
Maybe they hugged it out, shook hands,
put the hat on,
what happens.
Danced out the arena. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the main event. Once tag team champions going head to head for the biggest prize in OCW. Yes, Lord Thomas the Brute going up against his former tag team partner, the Guiding Light Matthew Taylor, with Jexy Black at his side. And this match did not disappoint, man.
No, it did not, man.
This
no,
match did not disappoint. On a night, and I said this, and I'm gonna say it again because not everybody that listens to the podcast is maybe friends with me on Facebook. And this is, I went from the heart on this one. Did you see it? I know you might. I went from the heart. All right. When we started 2 years ago, they always told us that there was one guy who was kind of just off-putting, and once he accepted you, you were part of the family. And over the years, he says what's up to us now, shows us love, gives us hugs, hangs out, throws us beers, etc. Me and you watched that man win the heavyweight championship on his fucking birthday.
Yep.
It was awesome. It was a great moment. I was like, the fan in me was just so happy.
I was so happy for him. It was well deserved. At the
end of the show, it was probably the best birthday present you could ask for.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Tommy and Matt went toe to toe, head to head, back and forth. Lord Thomas the Brute was bleeding. His nose was busted. His eye was bleeding a little bit. Matt did the praying thing.
They went to war, man.
I fucking love when Matt does that praying thing when he fucking puts him in the arm bar and like pray. I love that shit so much. But at one point he got him and then he went to jump and Tommy caught him, threw him on the shoulder, power slam city. 1, 2, 3.
That was it.
It was
and
over.
You're new Ohio Championship Wrestling heavyweight champion, Lord Thomas the fucking Brute. Well deserved, man.
LT the B, baby. LT the B.
Very well could have been roast of the week as well.
Yeah, it was a hard decision because I thought about it too. We thought about it. But coming up in 2 weeks, we have the next OCW event. June 10th, same place, Kim Tam Park at Melanie Springs. We got to change this time though. Seating starts at 5, bells at 6.
Good.
Because it got a little dark on us last time, which is okay. But we, move up the bell time. That's perfect. That works a lot better. We have a couple matches that OCW themselves have announced. Starting off, like we said in the brass ring gauntlet, Bryant Huff was the first man eliminated, and he was eliminated by none other than the Entourage's own Brandon Fields. So at Ignition, Brian Huff has asked Glenn Lane, and Glenn Lane has said, yes, we will get a one-on-one match for a little redemption. The Huntington Beach Bad Boy versus Brandon Fields, one-on-one.
Yes, sir.
Stellar match. Brandon's a great wrestler. Bryant is a great high flyer. This is a great mix of opposite talents. This is going to be a phenomenal match.
Yep. The next match is going to be a banger, too. We got the newly crowned OCW Tag Team Champions.
Real quick, I'm so excited they're back. I'm so excited these guys are back.
Yes. Defending their tag team titles against the one and only members only. Winners versus members only, man, for the straps. That's going to go hard.
Malcolm and Calvin can go, boy. this match is going to be phenomenal. I can't wait. They're, clearly they're coming out off of this major four-way victory to win the titles. The winners, this is a great statement win if they can come out and defend successfully here against members only. But members only can come out here and be like, 2 weeks, that's all you guys get.
Yeah.
Boom.
Don't sleep on them. This is a tough way to start the title reign.
Like you said earlier when we talked about it, another match, Chuck has issued an open challenge for Ignition. So that is another match on the table. Go ahead.
We got some breaking news here.
Piledriver exclusive news.
The main event, you're going to hear it here first. The main event for OCW Ignition. Let them know.
Lord Thomas the Brute will be defending his heavyweight championship against the Thunderbird, Jake Ely.
Let's go.
Former heavyweight champion himself. Phenomenal matchup here.
It's the Brute versus the Thunderbird for the
great
straps,
main event. Another one where I don't know how I'm going to be able to feel. Either way, I want both of them to win, and that's not possible.
No.
So, but we
can guarantee
Brute
could
knock Ely. Brute could knock Ely out of his damn boots, right? But Ely could super kick the beard right off of his face.
Yes, he could.
It could go either way in this match. And I just, this is one of them where I'm unbiased. I, draw 10 double count out. Tommy keeps the belt. I'm okay with it. Nobody really loses. Like, fuck that, dude. I hate the matches where they put two of my favorites together and I don't know who to pick. They suck.
That's your main event. And you heard it here first on the Piledriver. Man, Ignition's already shaping up to be a hell of a show. A hell of a show. We just kicked off the summer tour with Tradition this past weekend, and things are already just starting to heat up. So get your tickets now. It's 2 weeks away. You're not going to want to miss this one. I guarantee you're not going to want to miss this one.
No, definitely not. Ignition's going to go hard. But speaking of this week coming up this Friday, Mega Championship Wrestling will be at Colossal Con in Kalahari in Sandusky, Ohio. They will have 3 separate shows. There's a couple matches. We don't have a time on like what show or what, clearly we're not going to get the Kogars versus Culmination 3 separate times. But there have been a couple matches, but we don't know the wrestlers. We got, Lamar Burton from Reading Rainbow versus Steve from Blue's Clues.
There's Jake from State Farm versus
the Caveman from Geico.
The Caveman from Geico for lower rates on a pole match.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go.
So it's Colossal Con. It's going to be lots of fun from Mega Championship Wrestling. I'm really excited, and we do have a couple matches they announced. Like I said, we have the Kogar brothers versus Culmination, which is going to be a phenomenal match. I mean, like you said, both guys were members of Culmination at one point. So this looks like it's going to go hard.
Yeah, it will.
Anytime
the Kogar brothers are involved in anything, it's going to go hard.
Yeah. Professor's been talking shit to Tyreek Kalam, so maybe Tyreek gets his hands on him here at Colossal Con.
I'll drive the Professor.
But
don't do that.
Beyond that, we don't really have much to go on. If you are going to Colossal Con this weekend, make sure to check out Mega Championship Wrestling. Show them some love. The wrestling show is included with the price of admission to your ticket. So if you're already there hanging out and you like wrestling, go check it out.
Yeah, you're not going to be disappointed. Mega has been doing some amazing things, so I'm hoping I can make it there. I'm still not sure if I'm going to be able to.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it, I don't think. I got some things going on this weekend. I'm trying to get stuff together, so I probably won't make it for Mega, but we will be at the next Mega show when they come back to the field house. We did get some breaking information, and I don't want to, I was sent a message, and I'm just going to say it's an anonymous message at this point. And we were like, what's going on? We were told to save a date. July 30th. It's a Sunday, and there's a wrestling promotion with a main event that we're not going to want to miss. Well, today we get on Facebook and Piledrivers, I'm looking
The
around
interwebs.
page, doing my little interweb things, and I see a message from a familiar face, a post from a familiar face for everybody else to see. Brandon Xavier, we all know him from Mega Championship Wrestling, has been hired, I guess that's the word, by Fight Night Wrestling as the director in charge of creative, etc. He made it out to be an acronym to call himself a dickhead. It was kind of funny.
It was good.
It was, yeah, so it was funny. But Fight Night Wrestling presents Red, Fight, and Blue.
I'm already loving it.
Sunday, July 30th, 134 East Talmadge Ave in Akron, Ohio. Doors are at 3. Bell is at 4. I have no matches. I have the poster, which has the Ultra Star, Ashton Day.
Yes, sir.
Don Tavio.
Yeah.
Recently seen on Impact, Jackson Shogun Stone. And Alex Daniels.
Yep.
And then once I went to Fight Night Wrestling, I went to the page and checked it out to see, if we had any events or anything like that. And I do have a couple other wrestlers. I have Kip Page. And then this is another guy that's on the poster. Kip Stewart. He's coming out of Akron, Ohio. Or I'm sorry, Ray Stewart. Ray Stewart. I might apologize. The last guy was Kip. Miles Jacobs, who we got introduced to at Breaking Down Barriers, who I've went against Mo. I mean, he did a fantastic job. And then the Fight Night Champion is the last person on the poster. From San Diego, California, Marcus Knight. I'm not too familiar. He looks very familiar. Like his face looks very familiar. But I'm not
sure I've
familiar.
seen some of his stuff somewhere.
But Fight Night Wrestling in Akron, Ohio on July 30th. We're going to be there. We're going.
The boys are going to be there. We're not going to miss that one, and neither should you.
So we're going to check that out and, see what's going on with that. We don't know, but I have faith in all things that Brandon does because he's never let me down at this point. Everything he's done just went this way. So,
and plus, if there's wrestling in Northeast Ohio, your boys are going to be covering it.
Yeah, we're there.
In one way, shape, or another. It's either we're going to be there in the building watching you guys live, or we're just going to cover you guys and give you guys some light. So,
yeah, he's a freelancer, it says.
Is he?
Oh, do you want to know who well, according to cagematch.net, do you want to know who his trainer was?
Who?
Sean Blaze.
Oh, okay.
So, which, obviously Sean Blaze coming from the JT Lightning School. So,
yeah.
So
July 30th, Fight Night Wrestling. Your boy's going to be there. We're going to check it out. You're going to hear it from us. We're going to be honest. We're going to have I'm assuming we're going to have a great time. Like you said, I don't doubt anything Brandon does. Brandon does amazing things. So I'm excited for this now. But what I'm really excited for is coming up quick too. June 17th.
So yeah, look, we got Ignition on the 10th. And then the very next Saturday, we'll be back out in Stark County. NEOPro Revenge.
We're gonna have some matches. We've been announcing. There's nothing new that's been announced, but we're just gonna remind y'all. Our pro wrestler of the week, our wrestler of the week, No Shane, Jimmy Shane. Called out the franchise Shane Douglas. He's gonna be going on one-on-one with him.
I was gonna say they have the latest thing here has every match that we have, so I'm gonna go over them real quick. No time limit. Justin Maine versus Matt Guiding Light Taylor.
This match is gonna see so good.
Wilbur Whitlock and his partner Don Tavio taking on Skylar and Gavin Cash Inc. We got a no DQ match.
We gotta
Beastman
hear from Cash Inc. We gotta hear from Cash Inc.
Beastman versus Cowpoke Paul.
Yeah. No DQ.
Ashton Day, the Ultra Star, going one-on-one against Patrick Hayes.
Sure. That's gonna be
No
banger.
Shame, Jimmy Shane, the wrestler of the week, going one-on-one in a wrestling match against Shane Douglas. Studio 86 versus Saturday Night Special. And then, last but not least, the NEOPro Invitational Showcase. Pastor CeeLo versus Colton Quinn versus Alex Daniels versus the Thunderbird, Jake Ely. Plus, we have been guaranteed an announcement, a huge announcement by NEOPro Management at Revenge. So a live event. Now, look, this is what we do here because we don't know. What do you got? What do you think it is?
I'm hoping it's an announcement for like a tournament of some sorts, the crown the inaugural NEOPro champion, or at least an unveiling of the title. Because I cannot wait to see it. I've heard great things about it. I want to see it. I love title belts.
That's exactly the direction my head went immediately. I was like, it's probably either we get a title reveal or, like you said, a tournament style to announce a champion, to get a first champion, maybe with some like quarterfinals, semifinals, etc., something like that.
Yeah.
Again, we're not 100% sure. That's my guess because, again, second show in, they look like they're headed in the perfect direction. Title belts would be right now. So
I can't wait to see how good those things are going to look. I know they're going to look good.
I got to, talk to a couple people that went to NEOPro that were at OCW. And they said, they're loving everything NEOPro's doing. They're excited for both promotions. It was nice to see people at OCW that I saw at NEOPro. That was cool. So yeah, I again, these shows this coming week or the coming month are gonna be good. I got my kids' birthdays in like a week. 2 days tomorrow. That's 8 days. So it'll be 11. So we got that to look forward to.
My little dude will be 1 in less than a month, so it's gonna be fun.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yes, sir. That's really else about it. Circle 6. The next Saturday they got the Attitude Era. It's a show they're having at their neighbors, Knucklehead in Hollywood. Go check it out. It's 2000s new metalcore night, 8 p.m. They're gonna have some music and some craziness. You already know, lots of wild surprises, as they would say. So if you're in the Hollywood area out in California, go check out Circle 6. Love those guys. Love everybody involved with that promotion. Just do it. Just do it.
Oh, 100%.
AIW's got some big things coming up now. Got Absolution coming up down the road, coming up quick, actually. You seen who was promoted for Absolution, didn't you?
Is that Devon?
No.
Oh,
Bischoff.
No. Eric Bischoff. I did see that. Yeah. And that one's going to be a hard one to not get to because, that's a legend right there in my book. I don't care what anybody says.
No, Friday, June 23rd is going to be Bow Down. That's where Devon's going to be. That's going to be at Temple Live Asylum Room where we watched 216 at.
Gotcha.
The same venue where we've seen X-Pac. That's going down there. Devon Dudley's going to be there. I really am going to try to go down there. Saturday, June 17th, out of Mahoning Avenue in Youngstown. I always mess it up. I used to play football there too. Over the Line is going to be there. Raven is going to be in the building. Carlito's going to be there.
Another one that I'm like, man, we should go to that one.
I kind of want to too, man.
Raven is one of my the Flock. I used to love.
Carlito's going to be there too.
Huh?
Carlito's going to be there too.
I know.
Would you let Carlito spit an apple on you?
Yep. No, probably not in my face. It's COVID. That's how you get COVID.
Nasty germs. Yeah, they got three shows announced for AIW. It's definitely, they got some good shit coming up.
We'll definitely try to get to at least one or two of them for sure. Yes. I can't guarantee all three of them.
Over the Lines first, and then you got Bow Down, and then Absolution.
Well, Zoe has softball tournaments, and peep the shirt. We're getting softball out here. We're hitting dingers and shit.
Almost
So
positive it's Absolution 16. So
we went to the last Absolution, didn't we?
I've not been to an Absolution.
Oh, I think I did. I think it was one with Johnny Gargano.
Might have been, yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't go.
So, all right.
I was salty.
You got a top 5 for us tonight, Big Tom?
I do got a top 5.
Okay.
So what we're doing today, out of all the great promotions that we have out here in Northeast Ohio, we're gonna do a top 5 draft of your top 5 wrestlers from all these promotions.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Team Big Dog versus Team Best in the World.
Okay. Let me get some ground rules in here. Does a tag team count as one pick?
Yeah.
Or do I have to pick both
I'll
members?
allow a tag team to be one.
Okay.
Or do you just want to make it where you got one? How many tag teams you got? We can do 4 wrestlers, 1 tag team, and then
That's fine.
honorable mention.
That's fine.
All right. 4 solos, tag team, and then an honorable mention, which can be either or.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to go with Ashton Day.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Number 1 pick. Ashton.
Oh, bitch, you knew that's where I was going. It's a great fucking pick. I'm not even mad at you, dude. He's young. He's fucking good as shit already. Great person to build your franchise around. That's a good pick. All right, that's fine. I'll go with another pick that we'll get to. I don't think we've seen him fight. I would love to see this matchup. The Thunderbird, Jake Ely. I would love to see Jake versus Ashton. 1-on-1.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'll take Jake Ely.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna have to go with my second pick, Derek Dillinger.
Okay. Also, another great pick. You can't discount anything Derek's done. I mean, even though he lost the Ohio Heritage title at Tradition, he's the director. He's
still holding gold in AIW.
All right, second pick. I'm gonna go with somebody that I think can hang with Derek on the intense front. Even though I hate his fucking guts for what he did. Christian Napier. Even though I hate his guts for what he did, he's a fucking badass and you know it.
I know. I was going to pick him up too. All right, well, then I'm going to get my tag team out the way and get the Kogar brothers.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take my tag team too then. Fine, I'll take the best in the Midwest. Fucking Warhorse, baby.
Pick 4.
Pick 4.
I'm going to go with Lord Thomas the Brute.
Okay. Okay, good pick. Okay. The good one!
Gimmicks!
Pastor CeeLo, baby! Yeah, buddy.
My 5th pick. Let's go with my honorable mention first. Honorable mention. I'm going to go with Are we building this team to go against each other?
That's what you said. You said
Okay.
team best in the world versus team big dogs.
Okay. Let me go with Joshua Bishop.
Okay.
And then, but my fifth pick is going to be Wilbur
he's your-
Whitlock.
Okay. Okay. Joshua Bishop's your honorable mention. All right. My honorable mention, Justin Maine.
That's a damn good pick.
And then
I almost took the Winners as my tag team, but I had to go with Kogar Brothers after you took Napier.
All right, I'm gonna make my fifth pick, and then I'm gonna make an addendum to the rules, but I'll let you pick first. My fifth and final pick, my honorable mention was Justin Maine. My fifth and final pick, you took a giant. I need a giant. Paxton fucking Calloway.
Damn.
All right,
You got the mega church represented.
Here's my addendum. You're lucky I couldn't get Butchie B. Here's my addendum. Manager. Pick a manager. Anybody. It could be anybody from any of the promotions we were around. Pick a manager. You already know who I'm taking. Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare.
Oh, I want to so bad.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not going to, though. I'm going to go with Bill Alfonso.
Great pick. AIW. Fucking, he's a snake in the grass.
He is, but EC Dub, baby.
I'm taking the brains behind Cash Inc. Ken Mason. Let's go, baby.
Okay. That's a good one.
Good pick.
That's a damn good one.
I was gonna take Ken with my honorable mention until you fucking took Josh Bishop. I'm like, Josh will beat up Ken.
I almost took Rip City Shooters too, but
I thought about taking West. I when you.
I almost
Josh.
took Kaplan too. Shit, I almost took Beastman.
I was like, you could have took Cardona. Great.
I thought you were going to do Riley Madison as your manager.
I definitely would have took Riley Madison, but I like Ken. I've seen Riley Madison. She wins in all things.
That was good.
Great. That was a great top five. So what I think you should do now is put it on Twitter and just put our teams below, and then put a poll up and put it up to the show until the show next week and see what the vote is and who wins.
Okay,
that would be funny. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Believe Land Media. Shout out to OCW for another amazing weekend. We'll see you guys again in 2 weeks.
Shout out to Jimmy Shane as the wrestler of the week. Well deserved, brother.
Most definitely. All right, big dog. Until next week.
Until next week, we'll see you guys. Drink your damn water.
Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day. Be good, everybody.